Welcome back, guys. This is Live with Call of the Outdoors. I am out fishing on this evening with my nephew Daniel. We're hoping to get ourselves some nice stripers. I wanted to give Daniel an opportunity to catch his first stripers of the season. Right from the start, we were getting bites just like that. And it's funny to me because that's Daniel right there. You see how he almost overran the where the rod holder was, and pretty much was straddling the rod holder. And the rod and reel combination is pretty heavy, so you see that he's struggling to kind of keep the rod at a 45-degree angle. But that was our first fish of the trip. This was an evening trip. I believe this one was like probably 22 inches. Immediately we got a bite on the right rod. So right from the start we had a double fish on. So this one is a little bit smaller, so he was able to kind of get a better control of that fish. Right there, two nice stripers. The one on my left hand was definitely a keeper, and that's why I'm holding it that way. And then the smaller one on the right was in doubt. So we got the tape measure, told my nephew to grab the tape measure. Yeah, again, we're measuring it, and I think it was 22 or 23 inches for that keeper. And then for the smaller one, this one must have been, I think, if I remember correctly, it was 17 inches. And it didn't take long for us after those first two to continue to get bites. Look at that bite. Look at that. Yeah, I was trying to teach him how to control, how to control the fish, because here is an example of where if you don't control where the fish is swimming, or at least try to control them, they will get into snags, brushes, trees, other line, anything. And this one here was the keeper. So that was Daniel's second keeper. right there. I remember, if I remember correctly, I think this was 19 inches. Yeah, so we're gonna put that one on stringer, and now it's my turn to catch my limit. There he goes, there's that bite. And that's pretty much what kind of bite you should be looking for when you fish for striped bass or stripers. Not everyone that bites like that, not every fish that bites like that will be a keeper size, but you tend to get fish between, I would say, 14 and up when you get a bite that bends your rod down to that extent. This one was a little short. So we'll let that one go. Move on to the next one. I wanted to zoom in on this bite just to kind of show the type of bites we were getting. It usually starts out with a couple of small taps or small bites, and then all of a sudden there he goes, it goes down, and that's when you set the hook, or reel set it if you have circle hooks like I do. Yes, again, this is another undersized fish. I don't know how many fish we've caught up to this point, but quite a bit of fish. I've had trips where I've gone out for 4 or 5 hours and only caught 2. So we're probably about an hour into our fishing trip this day, and we've caught all these fish. I know some of these are undersized fish, but they're so fun to catch. Again, it's a short fish, undersized, nice little fight. We're gonna let this bad boy go. There he goes. It's going off again. Now this is the bite. Look at this. If you guys look at the line is just going all over the place out in the water. The fish essentially just grabbed the bait and started running off. Was not big, but this one was a keeper. And I love that bite that we got for this particular fish. So this is gonna be my first fish of the day, first keeper, excuse me, of this particular trip. Look at that, nice girthy striped bass. I believe this one was 19 inches. Yep, 19 inches. Put up a great fight. Another rod bender here. I think I was busy with something, and my nephew saw the bite, so he jumped in and took over. But look at how he struggled with this fish. It's a big one. I had to help him hold the fishing rod up at a 45-degree angle because the fish was pulling so hard. Look at this. I think I almost lost my fishing rod here. If I let my nephew try to fight this fish on his own. Look at how he's struggling to stay upright himself. Great fighting fish. I did the last part just to land it, just so we don't get caught up with the other, with the stringer, and also with all the shrubs and the vines along the bank there. This was our biggest fish of the day. So now we're gonna try to measure it, just to see how big it was. Now, this could have been it for us. Could have taken this fish and gone home, but we were like, there's still sun out, so we wanted to stay. So even though this fish ended up measuring 25 inches, we decided to release this fish and keep on fishing. So we're gonna let this nice keeper size fish go. He lives on to fight another day. Oh, my nephew's stepping in again. Look at him. Oh, he's struggling with this one too. Another keeper size striper. Yeah, this one was either 24 or 23 inches, if I remember correctly. Again, we're letting this go as well. We weren't ready to go home yet. There he goes, rod bender. Undersized fish. It's one of plenty of undersized fish we caught this evening. And I think while I was trying to get it off the hook, it kind of slid down the slope into the water. So easy release. However, they got stuck in the vines down below, and so I had to go down there to kind of loosen it, get it out of the vines, and there it goes, shot off like a rocket. And it's getting darker for us, and so it's almost time for us to go home, but we're trying to catch a few more fish if at all possible. But look at that. Whew, look at the line in the water. It's just going crazy. It's going different directions. It's cutting through the top of the water. Very strong fish. And it ended up being an undersized fish as well, but very powerful fish nonetheless. Put up a decent fight for its size. And I think here I totally forgot that I literally had the camera behind me, and I'm trying to release, and then just when I realized there's a camera, I was like, here's the fish. That one's released. And this is the end here. I'm pretty much congratulating my nephew for being able to catch some fish on his own and being able to kind of just get him out the house essentially. So it's funny because I'm looking at the video now and look at him. He can't even stay still, but I guess that's kids, right? But he did a great job. Daniel did a great job. He caught his limit. I ended up with one fish this evening, but that was fine. We wanted to stay a little bit longer.